May 4th, 2022, the Santiago Bernabeu. More than 61,000 fans in attendance, most of them quietly preparing to accept defeat. Manchester City, arguably the greatest club side in Europe that season, were 5-3 up on aggregate, with just minutes remaining. Their tickets to the Paris final were practically stamped. Guardiola was calm on the touchline. City were comfortable. And then, in 90 seconds flat, football did what only football can do. 2 goals, from a substitute, out of nowhere. Rodrygo Goes walked off the bench and into Champions League folklore. Karim Benzema sealed it from the penalty spot in extra time, 89 minutes. Not a single shot on target from Real Madrid. Not one, and yet they won. There is no logic to it, no explanation that fully satisfies. There is only the Bernabeu, the white shirt, and a history that refuses to die quietly. To truly appreciate how special this comeback was, you need to go back 1 week to the first leg at the Etihad. City won 4-3, and honestly, it could have been far more comfortable. Kevin De Bruyne ran the midfield, Gabriel Jesus scored, Phil Foden was relentless. At one point City were 4-2 up, and looked like they were going to blow Madrid away completely. The only reason Madrid was still in this tie was Karim Benzema. 2 goals, including one of the most audacious penalties you will ever see in a Champions League semi-final. A Panenka rolled right down the middle, with his team 4-2 down in the 82nd minute. That penalty told you everything about that man's mentality. But City still held the 4-3 lead, and they were clear favourites coming into the second leg at the Bernabeu. Guardiola arrived in Madrid with a precise and effective plan. Be compact, be disciplined, don't give Madrid space in behind. Let City's quality take care of the rest. And for the first 70 minutes of this second leg, the plan worked perfectly. Madrid had no rhythm, no penetration. Courtois was alert when called upon, making several important saves to keep Madrid in the tie. Benzema was marshalled well. Vinicius was a constant threat down the left, running at defenders and causing problems for City's backline. The atmosphere inside the Bernabeu was tense and nervous, rather than the roaring cauldron it usually becomes on nights like this. Then, the 73rd minute arrived. Riyad Mahrez, the man who had already torched PSG with 3 goals in the 2020-21 semi-final, picked up a Bernardo Silva pass on the left and curled a brilliant effort into the far corner past Courtois. 1-0 on the night, 5-3 on aggregate. City were in the final. That was the universal feeling watching around the world right then. What made it worse for Madrid was what came right after. Substitute Jack Grealish got completely past Courtois and beat him clean, but Ferland Mendy sprinted back and cleared the ball off the goal line. 2 separate chances to score a second goal and end the tie forever, neither taken. 6 minutes of added time. Most neutral observers at that point accepted it was done. The Bernabeu buzzed with desperate energy, but realistically, this was City's night, and then everything changed in an instant. Substitute Eduardo Camavinga drove forward with intent and found Benzema near the far post. Benzema held it up, assessed his options, then laid the ball back into the 6-yard box for Rodrygo's perfectly timed run, getting in front of his marker to side foot home from close range. 1-1 on the night, 4-5 on aggregate. Still not enough for Madrid to go through, but the stadium detonated. Over 61,000 people losing their minds simultaneously. Here is the stat that blows your mind completely. That goal was Real Madrid's very first shot on target of the entire match. Their one and only chance across the whole 89 minutes, and they put it straight in. 60 seconds later, Dani Carvajal came overlapping on the right flank, drove all the way to the byline, and whipped in a cross into the penalty area. Rodrygo, surrounded by 3 City defenders, somehow got the highest and powered a header into the net. 2-1 on the night, 5-5 on aggregate. The tie was completely level. Extra time. Peter Drury, on commentary for CBS Sports, found the words the whole world was feeling. They prayed for miracles, and miracles have arrived. Real Madrid, the team of dreams. Where has that come from? How did that happen? Think about what had just happened in 90 seconds. Rodrygo Goes, 22 years old, off the bench, had completely destroyed Manchester City with his team's only 2 shots on target of the entire night. It was the first time in Pep Guardiola's entire managerial career that his team had conceded goals in 2 consecutive minutes. the first time City had ever given away 2 goals in the 99th minute or later under his management. City went from certain finalists to completely stunned in the space of a minute and a half. In the Bernabeu, on these Champions League nights, when Madrid starts believing, it is already too late to stop them. Extra time. City needed to find composure to get the momentum back, but the psychological damage was total. Madrid were flying on adrenaline, the crowd was deafening, and City looked like a team that had had the floor ripped out from under them. They tried, but you could see it wasn't there. 5 minutes into extra time, Ruben Dias, normally one of the most commanding centre-backs in the world, made a reckless, clumsy challenge on Benzema inside the penalty area. Referee Daniel Orsato pointed straight to the spot without any hesitation. Penalty. Karim Benzema stepped up, sent Ederson the wrong way. 3-1 on the night, 6-5 on aggregate. Real Madrid were going to Paris. When the final whistle blew, Peter Drury delivered the line that would be replayed for years. The night of the real resurrection. The pure white shirts have shimmered spectacularly once again, and Real Madrid are Paris-bound. Improbably, miraculously, impossibly, Pep does not know where to look. That penalty was Benzema's 15th goal of the 2021-22 Champions League season, equaling the single-season record held jointly by Cristiano Ronaldo and Robert Lewandowski. His 10 knockout stage goals also matched Ronaldo's knockout record from the 2016-17 campaign. In one season, Benzema had eliminated PSG with a hat-trick in the round of 16, knocked out Chelsea with a hat-trick in the quarters, and now delivered the decisive blow against City. He won the Ballon d'Or that October. Nobody argued. After the game, Ancelotti was asked how his team kept managing these comebacks. His answer was calm and honest. It is the history of this club that helps us to keep going when it seems that we are gone. On the other side, Guardiola stood in front of the media and said simply, "Football is unpredictable. It is a game like this. We have to accept it." 2 quotes. Between them, they captured the whole night perfectly. Madrid went to Paris, beat Liverpool 1-0 in the final, and Benzema lifted the trophy. The most improbable road to a European title in years. And it all started on May 4th at the Bernabeu in 90 extraordinary seconds. In the dressing room and beyond, the emotions were raw. Rodrygo, still barely 21, was asked how it felt. His answer was simple and perfect. "We were losing the match, we were dead, and what happened, happened. With this shirt, we learned to always fight to the end. We were almost dead, but with my first goal, we started to believe." Benzema, reflecting on those 6 added minutes later in the week, said, "When we saw that we had 6 minutes of stoppage time against City, I said 6 is a lot of time for us." Outside the Bernabeu, grown men were in tears. Fans who had started walking towards the exits before Rodrygo's first goal were frozen in disbelief, then completely lost in the chaos. Videos went viral worldwide of supporters collapsing, hugging strangers, and screaming at the sky. Even Casemiro admitted afterward, "It's incredible. There's no better feeling to explain it with. We know what's most important is still missing, but we have to enjoy this moment." May 4th, 2022 will live forever in Champions League history, not because Real Madrid were the better team. They weren't, not for 89 minutes, but because in football, and especially under the Bernabeu lights, belief and history are a force of their own. And that night, that truth was proved beyond any doubt.